You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, it's a Christmas miracle. 2 pro wrestling videos in one day. This one's got UFC ties, obviously, and that's something we also try to cover at least a little bit on this channel. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure there will be an NFL video sometime today. But let's get to this because it looks like Endeavor/UFC is buying the WWE. That looks like it's happening. And arguably the biggest UFC superstar is already musing about joining the WWE. And he's already starting to clap and maybe start a little feud with Paul Heyman. That's right, Paul E. Dangerously, as I like to refer to him as. Paulie will always be the head, the guy in charge of Rest in Peace, ECW, right? So anyway, of course, he is the manager, Roman Reigns, yada, yada, yada. Well, Conor McGregor, Notorious, is firing shots at Paulie. I know, Paul Heyman, I get it, whatever. So let's get to this. Let's talk about a little of the buying part of it. This is MMAmania.com, and then we'll get to the Notorious one. On Sunday afternoon, CNBC reported that a deal was close to being reached that would see UFC parent company Endeavor buy the WWE. Looks like Vince would be kept. I'm seeing and hearing 2-year contract to have Vince around to keep running the WWE. According to this report, UFC and WWE would become part of a new publicly traded company with Endeavor owning 51% and WWE shareholders holding 49%. Endeavor CEO Ari Emanuel would remain overall chief executive, while WWE head honcho Vince McMahon would be an executive chairman. Interestingly enough, that would technically place him above UFC president Dana White in the company's org chart. That is very interesting. It's a wild change. The word is the deal would officially be announced as soon as Monday. The internet is already buzzing, and a variety of important figures in both MMA and pro wrestling are weighing in. Quote, congrats to the UFC, now worth a cool, proper $12 billion, Conor McGregor wrote on Twitter regarding the deal. Wow, Endeavor about to scoop up the WWE. What an incredible powerhouse. And there is Notorious right there. And there is Notorious with his picture. It's inevitable. Joining the WWE. That's right. There is him holding a UFC title belt. And there is him holding the WWE belt. You can tell that is very interesting. That's very interesting. Simon head UFC, WWE under one umbrella. Very interesting. One note, this deal would value the UFC at, quote, more than $12 billion. Not bad, given Endeavor paid $4 billion for UFC 7 years ago. Jake Paul, UFC, WWE makes too much sense. Great path to increasing fighter pay. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that could be a possibility here. It could. People are like, this is very familiar. This is very interesting. Oh, and something we have not talked about. Well, they're already familiar with the business of having a TV deal, making no further effort. And it does make you wonder if you talk about what would the possibilities be later on for some kind of streaming service, right? Because the WWE's already got WWE Network. I've got that. And I like it so far. I like it a whole lot. Conor McGregor appeared ready for a WWE run on Sunday as reports emerged about the company being sold to parent organization of UFC, Endeavor Group Holdings, and he was already involved in a social media spat with Paul Heyman. That's right. McGregor posted a photo of himself with holding both a UFC and WWE championship belts, and then responded to a taunt from Heyman. Makes all the sense. I could see Paulie, who wrote that the Irishman is a Roman Reigns, quote, wannabe. And of course, the Notorious One responded, "Careful, Grandpa, I'll show up and break your jaw in 3 places." And the fact is, let's be real, in real life, Notorious is absolutely not going to be afraid of Roman Reigns. Vince McMahon added, "Together we will be a, quote, $21 billion live sports and entertainment powerhouse with a collective fan base of more than 1 billion people and exciting growth opportunity. The new company will be well positioned to maximize the value of our combined media rights, enhanced sponsorship monetization, develop new forms of content, and pursue other strategic mergers and acquisitions to bolster our strong stable of brands along with current WWE management team. Look forward to working closely with Ari and Endeavor and UFC teams to make businesses go to the next level." So, and it goes on to talk about the hierarchy. We talked about Dana and UFC. It would be very interesting to see. I would love to know, will we get any of Dana White's philosophies sort of merging into WWE? I love Dana White. Black and White Sports has been a big Dana White fan for a long, long time. We love the fact that Dana is very open and honest about not only his political beliefs and the fact that he's pretty unapologetic about who he supports out there. And you just don't see anybody in the public or anybody involved with sports really come out and be as vocal as Dana. And you throw in the fact that Dana's got fighters who don't hold back their beliefs. They're not scared of getting canceled. And it makes me wonder, could or would WWE superstars start vocally expressing themselves a little more with, who they might support and things of that nature? Look, I like the idea of keeping politics out of everything involving sports and entertainment. Unfortunately, that's not happening, and it's nice to see people that lean the other way because there's just so many woke mother effers across the sports landscape. Everybody seems to be afraid of cancellation, getting canceled, getting wiped away, being afraid of corporate, being afraid of sponsors. And I just wonder, hey, we know Conor McGregor was very vocal the other day. He said armed guards should be in every school. Absolutely 100% agree, because of course, the heinous act that happened in Nashville. He come out and said, look, why aren't there armed guards in schools? There should be everywhere. Absolutely. Me and him are in complete agreement about that. And God, he's got the perfect personality for the WWE. I think that could be very interesting indeed. Lord knows, the guy certainly knows how to talk smack. This is exciting. I can't wait to see where it goes. It makes me wonder, too, where could this lead down the pipeline for television deals involving WWE and UFC, right? I'd love to see UFC pull out of anything to do with ESPN. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.